Welcome, I'm Kevin Steele from Vital, and I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to the new University Master template for Blackboard. We'll have training sessions and consultations set up for you in the coming weeks, but I wanted to go through this with you so you could see what is coming. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on a course that I created that has inherited the template. The template did go live on Tuesday, July 7th at 4 p.m. for any new courses that were requested after 2 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday or after. If you have an existing class that has materials and everything in it, there will be a process that you will follow to match the template as well. Without further ado, I'm just going to go in. I'm going to not do the how-tos in this video, but I'm going to just walk you through the new template itself. Basically, everything in the new template is affecting the left-hand side of the menu. What we noticed in a student survey that was given at the end of the spring semester was that students overwhelmingly were frustrated by the layout of Blackboard from class to class and that there was no consistency. And that was the top comment that was made in their survey. So what we did over the summer is we created the new template with a working group of faculty reviewing it and providing suggestions, and we arrived here with some of the best practices in user interface design and also putting the student at the center of our needs, considering that in this case they would be the customer, if you will, of the interface. So therefore, we rearranged the side items here. We have course content, grades and communication tools, course information, university resources, and of course Blackboard help. In the course content area, we've listed announcements as first. Announcements are the default landing page for all Blackboard courses, so we listed that first because we're used to landing on the top one first. Learning modules is going to replace the content folder, and you'll also notice when you inherit the new template that you will have sample content in here and instructor consistency notes that automatically come over. All of these notes will be hidden from the students, as you can see, by default, and they will have information in here about how to arrange that folder and what types of materials go in there. You'll see that there is a common thread for the arrangement of the content folder. So you'll want to follow that, and we'll have more information sessions on this and trainings if you're interested. I'll give you that information via email. The next session down here is discussions, since discussions are usually a prime piece of an online course, and we've designed for online students in mind, but this also benefits any face-to-face students as well. This way, if we have any conversion throughout the process due to any more of the increasing cases of COVID-19, we can adjust quickly. There is a sample discussion post in there for you, so you can see some different things. The one thing I would like to point out to you is the bottom part here. Feel free to steal this language and place it on all of your discussion posts. Basically, it spells out the way to have an online discussion for the students. Feel free to doctor this however you'd like, but in this, the initial post must be 3 paragraphs with at least 2 research sources. Think of it as a mini paper. Posts are due by Wednesday. Responses, this tells you reply to any. Also, there's suggestions below as to what they could talk about and what does not count as a post, so they have a clear understanding of that. In addition, I have this important warning here, basically telling them that Blackboard's timeout is 90 minutes, and it does not count any typing that's being done in there. It doesn't see that as activity, but you can work around that by composing in a Word doc or a Google Doc and then copying and pasting the content in. That way, if they take a break or they take longer than 90 minutes to compose, they won't lose everything. So that language is there for you as well. Going down to groups. Groups is the folder that contains any groups that you have for the course. This folder operates the exact same way as it did in the outside of the template. Under grades and communication tools, this section was placed second because this will be their second most important, other than engaging in any of the learning or assignments. So, of course, My Grades operates like it does for the students normally. This online course sessions, this automatically has the integration with Zoom placed in it. So when I click on it, I will be then taken out to the Zoom integration, and I can schedule class meetings. I can use my personal meeting room and invite folks to that. So for office hours, if someone requested those, there are other ways to do that as well. The nice part is if you record your class within here from your meeting, it will automatically show up in the tab for cloud recordings for the students to reference if they need to. Send email operates the same way it did. Under course information, we've changed some of this a little bit in here. And some of it's, the argument can be made, why isn't the course information at the top? Because that's what they consume first. It's also what they consume the least. So they usually will go in here based on, behavior and analytics. We see them, they go into the course syllabus rarely, and mostly at the beginning of the semester. So in here we click on the syllabus course information, and this basically tells you what to place into this folder. You can put your course calendars, policies, the syllabus itself, and you just add them as items as you normally would, or you can add them as web links, and as they'll behave the same way. Any large course tools, so if they're using a stats calculator throughout the entire course or a reference material through the entire course, that should not be placed in the syllabus course information. That's what course tools and resources is for. Professor information, this one is just another add items section, but things to consider: your photo, especially if you're teaching online, sometimes that provides you with more of a personalization or personal approach. The course tools and resources will be similar to the syllabus information, but this tells you, you can put in research databases or links directly to it, software, online tools that would be used. This should not include every single tool that's used, but if it's used the length of the course or a good portion of the course, you would put the link here for quick reference. If it's something that they're using just for that lesson or that unit, you would put that into the learning modules section, and that spells that out for you too. Down at the bottom, it's university resources. These are all the same as they were before. The tools section here are the Blackboard tools that were already placed in here. You've got your syllabus language, and most importantly, Starfish right now. Starfish, by clicking on this link, will take you directly in to Starfish without the need to log in, because it uses a pass-through from Blackboard's login. So that's available to you as the instructor and to students as well, and it gives permissions to what they have. In addition, and I did forget to mention, the online course sessions, that will actually bring students to their view of it, so they'll have less bells and whistles and buttons to press. Thanks for taking some time today, and I hope that you get good use out of the template and your students find it helpful as well. And as always, comments, questions, concerns, you can always email me. Thank you.